The gates strong. The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. It's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. And the starting group for the Spurs. They've got Keldon Johnson. Jones is out there with Collins. And it's Sohan in at the 4. And for the Hornets, Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then it's Ball, and it's Richards in at the pivot, manning the middle. And after the last couple seasons, it's nice to get back to the more normal way of doing things, isn't it, Smitty?
It is, Kevin. We saw the playoff bubble, the reduction in games, more back-to-backs. Shows you how much can be taken for granted.
Now, here's Ball. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Rozier. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Johnson attacking. No good that time. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. And here is Ball. Hayward outside. Takes a 3. Collins grabs the miss. Now Jones. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Ball no good.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
Rozier defending. The inside shot, and it's in off the backboard.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Greg, even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue.
6 on the shot clock.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate. Just sends the ball to an open shooter.
A nice shot by Sohan.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Ball. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Collins grabs the miss.
They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Pulls up. That misses off the backboard. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Trailing by 4. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
Now Johnson. After Terry Rozier's three-pointer that didn't go.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Rozier the pass to Richards. Passes it to Ball. And Ball gets double-teamed. Now, here's Rozier. Defense is right there. Back to Ball. Here's the 3. Charlotte gets it back. And that one's good. Richards.
just an innate ability to rebound the basketball and then make the defense pay.
When he gets a few of those early, look out. It gets his blood pumping, and suddenly there's nobody who can hold him.
Here's Johnson. Plays it up and banks it in.
With the strong upper body, Keldon Johnson is not thrown off by contact.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
You gotta be show some love for your honeybees.
Teams changing it up here.
Let's give a huge hand.
So a moment now to see the story for P.J. Washington. Hornets trail by 6. Smith, the pass to McGowan. There's a screen by Williams. And again, the Hornets missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having a couple Hall of Fame.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
First free throw is good.
And known for that rim-rocking dunking ability. Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
Smith hits them both.
Manu Ginobili, Hall of Fame class of 2022. He played his entire career in San Antonio. And in 2003, Manu's rookie season, we won a ring together.
Now, here is Smith. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Here's Bouknight. It's hauled in by Bates Diop. And seeing Manu as a rookie, Smitty, what were your early impressions?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind, Kevin, he was unpredictable. He was definitely NBA ready. He had already been a pro for 7 years before he came over, and he played an important role for us winning that title.
Now here's McDermott, following the missed shot by Dennis Smith. And that one is hammered home.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Hornets trail by 6. Here's Bouknight. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Washington. Smith against Wesley. Shoots from the elbow. 4 on the shot clock. In transition, here comes San Antonio. That shot misses, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they've got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Fires the three. And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this.
14. Please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
San Antonio leading by 8. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. Williams is out there with Hayward, and it's Richards in at the 5 down low. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Ball surveying the defense. He dishes it to Hayward. Richards passes to Hayward. Stolen by Collins. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Out to Hayward. Williams, a screen on Johnson. Hayward passes to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Rozier. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
The 10th pick in the 2017 draft. Zach Collins has battled through multiple injuries. That held him to play just under 185 games in his first 5 seasons.
And the Hornets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
That's how you set the table, and everybody gets to eat.
Fades. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And with Collins, it's tough, Steve, to develop as a player when you're constantly rehabbing from injuries.
Thankfully, he's young and still has upside. Kevin, when healthy, though, he is shown to be a solid defender, and with his three-point shot, he can bring value as a stretch 5. This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
And Hayward with the block. Stolen by Collins. Here's Roby, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now, here's Rozier. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Atlanta. Stolen by Ball. Over in the corner, Rozier. Offensive rebound, Richards. From deep. Charlotte again missing.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. It's a 16-point game. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Charlotte calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Hey, Steve, you've won an NBA title, but also you've got some gold medal memories. How does it compare, winning for a city versus representing and winning for your country?
Kevin, both incredibly proud moments. Winning an NBA title is awesome, but also winning a gold medal for your country, you said it, it's representing your country. It was a dream come true.
The offensive rebound. Washington kicks to Smith. Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. The pass to Sohan. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Nice work by Graham, setting up a shooter. He's got a good feel for where to send the rock.
Smith with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. First team.
Charlotte shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Washington at the line for
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Graham. And it's Melodon with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And then Washington with the dunk.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. To the paint. Birch with it. He's against Williams. Williams with the block. Now here's Melodon. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Washington. Here's McGowan's. Williams a screen on Graham. The shot by Melodon, no good. Spurs leading by 16. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Sohan. He's covered by Washington. And it's Sohan missing. Passes to McGowan. That shot off.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Your opponent, 14, the Spurs. 30.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the key to having such a strong first half?
We played good D.
That was 4 words. Thanks, Pop. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the San Antonio Spurs.
Their game plan has been pretty straightforward. Attack inside, make the defense collapse, and so far it's been working.
Yeah, I think that the whole team over there collapsed. This is over.
All right, time to see how the Western Conference is stacking up.
When I look at San Antonio, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. We hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. They've got Collins. Johnson is out there with Jones. And it's Sohan in at the 4 slot.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Hornets trail by 18. Outside, ball. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Jones. The rebound by Richards. Richards got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over in the corner, Rozier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Rozier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. They led the game at one point by 20. Good on the bucket.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Here's Ball. After the basket by San Antonio.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Hornets trail by 19. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Richards. Out to Hayward. Shot clock at 5. Ball with a wide open look. Count that one. Richards got 6.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore. Keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Sinks the triple.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
And here's Hayward. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Inside. And that one's good. Richards.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Rozier defending. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Terry Rozier.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
San Antonio shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. The first free throw is good.
The line for 2.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Hornets trail by 20. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now the pass to Richards. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And as for McDermott, how about the last couple of seasons he's had?
GA, career highs in scoring. He's not making a higher percentage, but he's taking more shots each game. Seems like it's been a recipe for success.
Now here's Johnson, following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Yep, that one goes in there. 17 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
On the wing, Rozier. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah.
And when you look at that Pacers matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And the shot is good.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
And the Hornets call time here. Now let's step back and look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. In fourth, the Spurs.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Graham. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Driving the lane. And the layup is good.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons, and former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there. And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you.
Queta, Bates, Diop going to the line, shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And one thing to like about Bates Diop is his ability to score from all 3 areas.
Greg, what I like is he's comfortable facing up, and he can put the ball on the floor. He's a strong cutter, and that kind of versatility goes a long way in the NBA.
And he makes both free throws. And the media is able to vote on awards like All-Rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
Graham with the bucket.
Oh boy, Devontae Graham had them on skates.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bouknight passes to Williams. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Smith outside. 4 on the clock. Charlotte no good that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Graham. Count it. Graham's got 6 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Smith dishes to Williams. Pass to Bouknight. And that time, also a missed shot. So it's the Spurs now. Roby the pass to Bates Diop. And that one, good. Bates Diop's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Down low, here's Williams. And then Williams slams it in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. McDermott uses the glass to finish the layup. McDermott's got his first basket of the night.
Doug McDermott is not just an outside shooter. He has a nice touch inside as well.
Here's McGowan's. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Hornets shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. You've got Bouknight. He's out there with Maladon. And it's Richards in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's McGowan's for 3. And Wesley pulls it down.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Barlow passes to Birch. That shot, no good.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Now here's Maladon. And Jones has it in the corner. The three-pointer, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Pass to Barlow. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 3 assists tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now here's Bouknight. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Richards, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
San Antonio making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it. Now here's Book Night. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Richards, no good.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And the basket by Jones.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Charlotte's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Richards. Yes, that goes in.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Here's Jones. There's the dish to McDermott. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Richards got his 7th rebound here tonight. There's the pass to Melodon. Here's McGowan. Connects from three-point range.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
Here's Barlow, defended by Jones. Jones in the post, drops in the layup for 2. Jones has got 4 this quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
There's the pick. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Like we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Hornets. The Spurs also with the sub. Bates Diop's checked in. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Richards. Out to Hayward. Jacks up a 3. And again, the Hornets missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. The shot by Birch, no good. Charlotte's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Passes it to Hayward. And here is Book Night. Pass to Richards. 6 to shoot. Charlotte again missing. Now, here's Birch. Tight defense on him. There's 1:47 left here in the fourth quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
They get the rebound. McGowan's. They can't stop the run with that one. And it's Jones with the ball for the Spurs. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wesley. Here's Birch. The rebound by Richards. Richards got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for San Antonio.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Richards. Here's Booknight. And Booknight slams it in.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Hayward passes to Meladon. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Zach. Great game for you tonight. When you get out there, what are you looking to do to influence the game?
You just got to be aggressive. Coach is giving me an opportunity to come in and play a decent amount of minutes, so I just try to make an impact in any way I can and keep giving him a reason to put me on the floor and help the team win.
Well, you were a big part of it tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, it's time to present the New Balance Player of the Game.